Hey everyone, it's Bobby from Nitro RCX, and today we're going to give you guys a closer look at the Tacon series of cars. We've been waiting for these for a pretty long time. We're pretty excited that they're here. I've got the Buggy all boxed up. We're going to open it and show you guys everything that you get, what it's all about. And in the back here, we'll also give you guys a closer look at the short course truck and the rally car. So let's go ahead, open it up, and check it out. You're going to be greeted with some paperwork here, instruction manuals. Right here, very important, the exploded diagram. I like how detailed it is and how spread out it is. You can see pretty much every part is labeled, screws down to the planetary differential gears. If you ever destroy anything, refer back to here. You'll have the part number associated with the part listed. So this is very handy. Don't want to lose that. You have another sheet that basically tells you how to use your 2.4 gigahertz transmitter, all the functions on there, what everything does, and what the LEDs mean. Another manual for your electronic speed controller. This is the brushless version, so you will want to read through this, how to program your throttle range, and more importantly, how to program your speed controller for, say, LiPo or nickel metal batteries. Definitely keep that handy. I like how Tacon packaged this car. It's nice and tight in there, doesn't move around during shipping. Pull out that buggy. Beautiful shell design. And man, what a great looking buggy. Let's put that aside, we'll get to that real soon. Let's check out what's in the other box on the side here. In this box over here, you'll find a 7.2 volt, 1100 milliamp hour nickel metal battery. You'll also find a very simple little charger for that nickel metal battery. Charges at 1 amp, so it's a decent charger. Take note that it takes the mini style banana connectors, so if you're looking for a replacement battery, you'll want to use this type of connector, or just go ahead and switch it out to a different connector if you'd like. In here we're going to find a 2.4 gigahertz transmitter. Very nice and compact transmitter that kind of goes with the size, the 1/14 scale size. On the transmitter, it is 2.4 gigahertz. You don't have the traditional antenna. It's built in. You have a couple of features. Steering dual rates over here. Your trims are these cool little dials up here next to the steering wheel. Up top, you have your servo reversing, and that pretty much completes the 2.4 gigahertz transmitter. Takes 4 AA batteries, and it's nice and compact. Feels good in the hand as well. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get to what you've all been waiting for, the car itself. Let's open up the shell and take a good look at its internals. So we have the buggy here, just a beautiful looking buggy as mentioned before. You have a 2.5 millimeter 6061 T6 anodized aluminum chassis along with 2.5 millimeter thick shock towers. Nice and thick shock towers so it can take good hits, nice and strong. You have 6061 T6 aluminum threaded and adjustable shocks. They are oil filled so you can tune the dampening characteristics. Let's open her up and see the electronics that's included with it. Inside the buggy, you're going to find a 35 amp programmable speed controller. You're going to find a 4500 kV 380 size brushless motor. You'll see your 2.4 gigahertz receiver down here. And you're going to find a solar D655 servo. I think it's pretty awesome that they included high speed servo with this package. I do want to mention that the Buggy chassis is slightly shorter lengthwise compared to, say, the short course truck or the rally car. I'll set it side to side. I'll line up the rear axles, and you can kind of see the length difference of the two. The Buggy is a lot more agile compared to, say, the rally car or the short course truck. And you'll find that the short course truck will kind of throw out its tail end a little better and hold that line better. For example, if you're power sliding or kind of drifting in the dirt, you'll find that the longer chassis or the longer wheelbase will benefit you in that sense. Let's take a closer look at the drivetrain. Pretty much you have planetary gears, front and rear in the differentials. It's shaft driven, 4-wheel drive. You can see that red, beautiful aluminum center drive shaft. You do have a slipper clutch in here that is adjustable via this screw down here, so you can tune how power is directed to the wheels. The center spur gear is covered. From the pinion gear down to the spur gear, it's all covered to keep debris and pebbles and dirt out of the gear set to prolong gear life. You have your traditional axle cups in the front and rear. Thick dog bones that have these foam pieces inside to prevent the dog bone from having too much play, which is really cool. You have really knobby, grippy tires on the front and rear. And you have an adjustable servo saver down here, which you can tighten up or loosen depending on how you want your steering to be. These Tacon cars are pretty much fully adjustable. You can tune a wide range of things. You can tune things like roll center over here on the front and rear shock towers. You can move that in or out, up or down. You have different shock positions to choose from up here for the front and the rear. You can adjust toe back here via these linkages. You can also adjust camber for the front and rear. You have the option of moving in your tie rods for different camber adjustments in here. And you also can adjust droop. You can also play with your droop settings via these set screws on the arms down here. So these cars are pretty much fully adjustable, fully tunable for any type of track conditions or terrain that you're running on. Another thing I want to mention is the wheel hex size. It's a 12mm wheel hex size, which is very common in RC cars. Some companies like to use proprietary type of wheel hexes. I'm very glad that Tacon decided to go with the 12mm wheel hex, so that if you destroy these tires or crack these rims somehow, it'll be much easier finding replacement wheels at, say, your local hobby shop or pretty much any common RC car that will fit on here. Let's go ahead and compare the two, just to give you guys an idea, or compare the three, I'm sorry, of the chassis length. You'll notice the battery tray on here. In the chassis, you can fit up to a 1550 milliamp LiPo battery. We like to use 7.4 volt batteries in here for tons of power. On the rally car and short course truck, you'll see that you have a lot more room to work with for battery choices. On the Buggy, not so much, since also the body is very compact and everything's kind of compacted together. But with the rally car and the short course, you're going to see a lot more room to mount a bigger battery. And you'll notice that there's holes here to move your battery tray around to accommodate either larger or shorter batteries, which is really cool. On the rally car, you're going to have side collision bumpers to protect it from collisions with other cars. You have a nice big foam bumper right here. The tires, you're going to get different type of tire compared to the Buggy. It's more of a rally, all-terrain type tire. Nice tall knobs to grip maybe pavement or loose gravel. And pretty much the suspension setup is the same. It's just a longer wheelbase. Everything's adjustable. You get the same servo, the same awesome programmable ESC, and the 4500 kV brushless motor. That's the rally car. I'll set that aside. And let's look at my favorite, the short course truck. Awesome looking short course truck. You got your bumpers and my favorite, the little mud flaps on the rear. Let's go ahead and pop off the body shell, give you guys a closer look inside. Again, as mentioned before, it's pretty much the same thing. Similar electronics and completely adjustable. With the short course truck, you get these awesome looking off-road tires with all-terrain written on them. Nice tall knobs to grip either clay or dirt. We did drive this on a track with smooth, grippy clay, and man, it handled real well. Got your bumpers back here, and again, a fully adjustable truck that drives amazingly. Hi guys, so that was a brief look at our Tacon series cars. We got to look at the rally car, the buggy, and the short course truck. We got to take a closer look at the chassis, the gears, the adjustability, and the electronic systems. We showed you guys the red ones here. We do offer them in different colors. For example, we have them in blue and black, or a white, black, and neon green color scheme, which also looks really cool. If you guys want to see these cars in action, be sure to click the link below. And if you want more information, definitely check them out at nitrorcx.com.